Hey, y'all, welcome back to In the Blind Podcast. My name is Eric Gunderson. This is my co-host, Stephen Barker Lyles.
I'm back.
We are a country duo called Love and Theft, and today we are joined by a young lady that we met on the road a few years ago. We were blown away by her performance, her voice, and we wanted to have her on the podcast. So y'all make welcome Miss Kat Velasco.
Hi. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you for being here.
I can't believe Eric didn't clap. I'm the only one
sorry.
that clapped.
Yay.
Yeah, there we go.
A round of applause.
Dang, Eric.
Such a full circle moment from, like, what was that, like 2 years ago?
A couple years
2 or
ago.
3, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it was a benefit in the mountains of North Carolina for
Oh my gosh, yeah.
a couple families that had lost their homes, I think, during the wildfires. And one of the guys had
Yes.
lost some of his family members. And
Right.
it was a really tragic,
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really
situation. It was like a really heavy day because
It
I
was
remember
really
getting to talk
heavy.
to some of those people and just seeing the sheer like horror still on their faces.
Right.
It was wild.
I didn't realize I was going to be interviewed either. So I got interviewed.
Oh,
'Cause
there?
my house burned down in high school,
Jeez.
Oh, wow.
but not fully, and everybody was fine. But, you know, obviously.
No, it's just like a half burn. You're like downplaying it.
No, it just, it just like went up the roof and like burned all of our, like, family photos.
That's
So
scary,
it's like,
man.
yeah, but
oh,
no, but
no.
Hey, family photos are important.
That's
exactly.
That's really sad.
Yeah, no, but so that's why like I was like, yeah, I got to make that trip and like go and
That's cool.
so but I got to meet you guys and I got to meet your dad and I love your
Yeah,
dad.
it's
So
cool.
it was for how like obviously horrible of a situation, it was a great event.
Yeah,
So,
it was awesome.
yeah.
At a brewery right on the
Yep,
river there, and
right.
it was,
Met some
North
cool
Carolina
people.
Carolina mountains are gorgeous anyway.
I know,
And
right?
I think it was like right in the middle of fall, so
Yeah, the sunset was perfect.
yeah.
When your house half burned down, did you like have a chance to grab anything? And if you did, what did you grab? How old
no.
were you?
No. It was like I was going into my junior year of high school, and for some reason, we were all home for the summer. So like it's like 6 people in my family, so we were all home for the summer. And my dad pulls into the garage after playing golf, and starts smoking, and he like lifts up his hood, and it just like burst into flames. Like went up the garage,
Yeah.
went up the attic. It's like we didn't have time to grab anything. The whole neighborhood was out like watching. And then there's like 2 guys down the block like ordered a pizza and like went and got their pizza and just
No.
yeah, it was like
That's so
my mom's
weird.
like crying on like you know
Must
and
see
I'm just,
TV.
These dudes are on the front porch
These
with
guys are
pizza
just-
and
like, they just
a
like
pizza
walked
and
to
beer.
the like gate to go get the pizza and they walked by and didn't say anything. And we were like,
Wow.
wow, okay, but no,
Jeez.
we were all good but we didn't have a chance to grab anything, at all. So,
That's
Wild.
but when everyone was okay, so
That's
what-
at least.
Yeah, fires are awful. Like,
Yeah.
my dad's house burned down when he was a little kid. And
really.
I know that's still like a super traumatic memory for him. Like
Yeah.
my grandma still talks about it. And
It's kind of wild because I feel like it's like rare, but then you hear those stories and it's
well, so
crazy.
devastating. I mean, it's like you really can't salvage much of anything. Like my grandpa was like a big train collector and had all these cool like old school different gauge trains
Oh my
and stuff.
gosh, yeah.
And like my grandma, when he died, gave me one of those sets, and like all the trains still have like smoke damage and stuff,
Oh my
and like the back of the
gosh.
cars are melted.
Wow, that's wild.
But it's cool for me to just have that
Yeah,
little piece of.
absolutely.
Because when I was a kid, after they rebuilt their house, like he had a cool crawl space and like had all these like train sets built up under there.
Oh my
and
gosh, that's
so,
sick.
like that was like my memory as a kid. Like
Yeah.
anytime we go up to New York or New Jersey to visit that side of the family, it's like,
Wow.
all right, I'm getting to play trains with grandpa.
Yeah,
so that's
yeah.
cool to have a little
That's
piece of that.
awesome.
And then
Yeah.
thankfully that survived that fire. But
Yeah, we got a rental house and we all lived. It's a pretty cool memory because like we all lived together in like kind of like the smaller house.
What town is this again?
Columbia, South
Okay,
Carolina,
yeah.
where I grew up. And so, you know, my 3 brothers, like we were all kind of like on top of each other, like trying to
Right.
figure it out. But like we're like ordering pizza every night, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so like I can't eat Marco's anymore because I'm
Right.
just like, I ate it too much.
I'm
And
sure
then
it like brought you all together in like a
yeah,
cool way too.
like
that-
it was and then once my brothers left, like they were all in school and stuff, it was me and my mom and dad. We lived in a 2-bedroom apartment, and that was like my senior year,
Wow.
my junior year,
Dang.
and like a little bit of my senior year. So
Are you the
got
young-
really close.
are you
I'm
the
the
youngest?
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the baby. So got really close with my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were like right beside each other. So
I mean, I think that's cool because a lot
yeah.
of times in high school is when you start to kind of separate from your
Right.
parents and do your own thing. It's like parents aren't cool at all.
No,
and you
yeah,
want to stay as far away as possible.
my
But like,
parents have always been cool, which is
that's awesome.
y'all gotta meet them. They would get along with your dad too,
Nice.
for sure.
That's awesome.
So you couldn't
They're
sneak
fun.
boyfriends in without them knowing, I guess, in that year.
So like this place was small. There was no way I could
Yeah.
have that, unfortunately.
So when did you start your musical journey? I know, like we've talked in the past, and
Yeah.
I think that show that we played with you, like, I mean, I'm not sure how many shows you've played over the course
Yeah,
of
oh my
your
gosh.
career, but I mean, I felt like that was a little bit earlier on. How'd you just get started? Like, when did you realize you could sing? When did you know that you wanted to pursue that as a career? And
Yeah, I realized I could sing before I can remember because my parents just kind of threw me into it. My mom was a vocal major in college,
Nice.
and my dad. I grew up my mom and dad singing in church and kind of like leading worship and things like that. And my brother, that's the closest, James, in age to me, he's now a professional dancer,
wow.
like ballet in LA.
No
He's
way.
like incredible.
That's
He's-
awesome.
Yeah, he's been like on Disney cruises and just like Mac commercials, like dancing. I don't know.
Wow.
He's just
That's pretty
super
sweet.
super successful. But we showed an interest really early, and so we got signed to an agency in Chester, South Carolina.
wow.
So, I was singing like "Castle on a Cloud" by like Les Mis. Like I was like really young. I was probably like 7 at this time.
Love that song, by the way.
Yeah, and
But all
me
more
too.
on the theater side of
Yeah, so then
things?
we did like musical theater competitions. There's something called Broadway Bound. So we, how people like do like travel basketball,
Yeah,
like we did
yeah.
like travel musical theater. and,
Ew,
like,
that's a
we
great
did.
way to put it. Now we know exactly what you're talking
yes.
about.
Yes,
It
having
sounds-
brothers like this helps me. I can always like related to sports. You know what I mean? Just try to relate
So
to
you're
sports.
gone every day. Your parents are driving you
Yes.
all over the place.
Yes.
Spending an ungodly amount of money doing it.
Right, exactly. And
That's so funny.
so we would go weekends and like God bless my parents. Because between that they were doing still like basketball, football, and like
Mhm.
Right.
So and then I started doing pageants. So I did my South Carolina pageant for like 3 years. And if you know me, like I'm not a pageant girl. Like I was there to make friends and like hang out and sing. And
Right.
now when I look back, I'm like I did all of these things just so I could sing, and perform.
Okay.
Learned some great things from pageants.
I want to know like some dirt in the pageant industry so bad. Like
I've
you
got
don't have to-
some.
don't give any names. Just like tell us like
Oh,
some
I won't,
behind
I
the
won't.
scenes. Like it
Okay,
feels like it's so
so
shady from an outsider looking
It
in.
is. No, it is. So like final night, there's top 15. I never made top 15. I just like
What?
wasn't because I wasn't like I was not trying to compete. I was just like I'm just like here to like
There for the experience.
here for the
and
experience and like
hopefully
my
opportunity.
parents were like if you actually tried like you would
That's what they call
win. You know what I mean? Like if you actually tried you probably win. And I
Right.
just was like I don't know. So I was like the time I was like 15 to 17. So I was like trying to hang out with my friends,
Right.
Yeah. But no, so like if you didn't make top 15, you went downstairs where the dressing room was.
That already sounds shady.
And
doesn't
they
it?
would move the girl like when you went up to find out because you found out on stage obviously if you didn't make it, and they would move the girls' stuff into another room who made top 15 so that like the girls who would get mad wouldn't go and just like
Oh
destroy
my
their
god.
stuff.
Oh, wow.
And one of the nights, like one of the prelim nights, one girl, and I think I know exactly who it is, she took a Sharpie to the girl's dress.
Oh,
and
Like her main dress that she was gonna wear that night.
yeah. And then and so like everyone brings backups. I didn't because like obviously I was really trying.
Right.
But and no one was like trying to Sharpie my stuff anyway. So,
They're like, ah, she's not gonna make it.
Sharpie
Sharpie
like,
me,
Let's
Sharpie
be
me.
nice to her.
yeah, like, she's just here to hang. So yeah, then one of the girls that everyone thought was gonna win, they stole her point shoes on final night. So she had to
Jeez.
perform without her point shoes. Like that was her whole obviously.
Are you able to get in touch with the judges, like to get some extra, like, hey, someone did this to her, feel bad for her, maybe she She'll win now. Like
No,
you
she
can't
didn't
get it.
win either.
Oh, dang it.
So
that's
yeah.
And I bet her,
Man, you
her
know?
mom, and you never know, man. Her mom may have like worked for like months to pay for those shoes and that dress, or you know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
Like, that's so serious.
No, like she had her regular, I guess, shoes, ballet shoes, but I mean, she never point shoes, so you know
Yeah.
it was a different thing.
For those of
but
us
then
that
we're
are
all
not,
watching.
You just read my mind.
familiar with this business, what are point shoes?
Point shoes
Thank
are
you,
like
Eric. I'm sitting here like somebody asked.
I was sitting here like, oh yeah, point shoes.
Oh,
yeah, sure.
Wait, okay.
Eric's wearing his point shoes right
You
now.
know?
Actually,
You know when you see ballerinas
Podcast
and
point
they're like on their toes and it
Right.
looks like it hurts like hell,
Uh-huh.
and they're like
Right, they have like a little extra
these are
something in like
ballet
the
it's
toe
like
of
their
them.
leg is straight and it's like.
and it helps you like do the moves.
Do y'all need a photo? No, I'm just kidding. It's fine.
Yeah,
No,
we'll have
No, no.
Tristan edit in a photo of some point shoes.
no, but then everyone else is downstairs and there's a TV and everyone who didn't make it is watching what's happening on
gosh.
stage in real time and like just talking shit.
Whoa,
Fun.
man! that
And
sounds
I was just
wild.
like sitting back there like, this is really cool to watch.
So it's
you
like
know,
really good for your
entertaining me.
confidence and your self-esteem and
when you
Yeah,
don't make
I wasn't talking shit, but I was watching it and I was just like,
just watching it all unfold.
I was like, yeah, this is like not something I ever want to win. You know what I mean? Like why would everyone want to? But
yeah,
you
'cause
know,
if you win, then you have that entire contingency of people talking shit about
and then
you.
I
and
go
hating
like
on
to
you.
Miss America, and it's like that would seems like it would be.
Was it like a
weird.
qualifier?
Yeah, it was. So it's like Miss South
Is that how you say
Carolina,
it?
and then it's Miss
Qualifying
America, and then once you're Miss America, like you just like I don't really know.
Yeah.
You just like travel and talk, and
Yeah.
hang out, and I loved like Children's Miracle Network Hospital. Like we did a lot of work with them. Like that was really cool. I
That's
loved doing
cool.
that stuff. But then I took a break. I took a break from singing. I was like, I'm gonna go to University of Alabama, and I'm like gonna be normal. And
That's where you
stay
went?
open. Yeah, I went there for a semester. My brothers,
How was that?
my brothers like to say I studied abroad at Alabama, and it like it's like
That's
too
so
funny for me like not to laugh
Right.
because I really did. I was like,
so
I just,
funny.
it's too fun. I had too much
Did
fun.
you pass your with your
No, I didn't pass anything. And listen,
Did you go?
Yes. Okay.
I
so-
didn't go. I just.
So
I was like, Dad, I don't know how I didn't pass. He's
Yeah.
like, well, did you ever go to class? I was like, no, but I mean,
I have actually a
I
funny
figured
story.
it out.
Jalen Hurts was in one of my classes.
Nice.
Really?
That's
Because we
dope.
were freshmen together, and he was in my communications class.
Did he
and,
hit on you?
No. I
He
had
was
already,
really
I
he was
already like,
focused on
his
his
schooling.
I had already gained like my freshman 15, so I don't think he was ready to hang out with me. But I was like
so
busy
you-
drinking beer.
You
like,
legit gained like 15 pounds for what you think? That
I
month?
gained, I think 40.
Oh
Freshman
my god!
40,
I can't even
nice.
imagine that.
My mom was like, I gained 42 or 40 my freshman year too, and I was like,
At least she was supportive.
Yeah, you probably just made her feel better about her decision.
Yeah, me too.
Exactly.
All
No,
right,
I
at
think
least
her
it's genetic.
I think
All
her
right.
nickname was Moo Moo her freshman year.
No
Not
way.
because she was because she would like order pizza and like one of her like every night. It was a late night food thing.
Right.
I can't say it was a late night food thing.
Did you play
I
a lot
can
of
say
beer
it was
pong?
like kegs and
Okay.
you know
Yeah, I don't
beer
think
pong.
I ate in college.
I'm good at
I
beer
just
pong.
Drank my weight
Yeah.
every night in Miller Lite, I think.
I'm
Yeah.
like the opposite. I didn't even drink in college. I was.
Really?
Yeah, I know. I was so that was lame.
What
I
the
guess.
heck
Yeah,
did
when I
you
met you,
do?
you really
I had
didn't
like
drink
3
at all.
jobs. I was like working for the basketball
Oh.
team. I was working at Publix, and then Sam's
Wow.
Club. I was like doing all the things.
Dang. Good for you.
Yeah, but I also didn't. I lived like kind of off campus, so I wasn't. And all my friends were in the basketball community, so like they weren't partying because they had to be athletes.
Yeah, right.
So
Like
I
I
never
would
really experienced it. Maybe I'll go back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's time.
maybe-
There's
Yeah,
time.
just one semester.
you,
I
that
hear
would actually-
Alabama's
I'm
fun.
a 19th,
Alabama's fun.
19th year senior.
Yeah.
Cool. I still got
My
eligibility.
dorm was right across the street from Nick Saban Baptist Church.
Wait, what? Nick Saban's Baptist Church. What is this? I don't know.
It was literally it was the Nick Saban's Baptist
Is it
Church.
a bar?
No, it's his. It's
Like an actual church?
It's the Baptist church
And
that
it's
Nick
his?
Saban goes to, and people said that he went. You know,
Is it branded as that, or just they call it
that's-
that?
No, that's the brand.
It
That's
says it on the.
oh, it's like yeah.
What? Why
That-
have we never heard about this
Like
ever? Have you?
that's what I
No.
would see when I would look out my window in the morning.
That's
I mean, I knew they were obsessed with him down there,
That's
but
the
I
next
didn't know it
level.
was.
But no, like I didn't. I went in to take a.
Here's God, and now here's
Yeah.
Nick Saban,
Right
and
there.
Alabama football.
Yeah.
So, well, I've never even heard of this.
Well,
I'm a
that-
huge sports dude. I've never heard this.
Well, this goes into my story about Jalen Hurts. Like, I haven't told a lot of people this, so it's kind of funny.
yes.
So I go in to take a quiz that I missed because
So you showed up. That's good.
So like I scheduled it. I was
Missed
like,
the first
okay, I'm
one.
doing better. I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna schedule and I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna like take this quiz with my professor. And so I go in and failed the quiz. Knew I was gonna fail the quiz. Like, but he sits me down and he's like, you know, Jalen Hurts is like in our class, right? And I was like, yeah, I'm aware. Yeah,
I'm aware.
Every time he walks in, people take me. Like, yeah, yes, I'm hungover and I just want to take this quiz, you know. And he's like, well, you know, the Alabama football, like they do, like it's big for us here.
Like
So,
you didn't
you
know
know-
yet with Nick Saban's church
And so
outside
he's
your
like-
door.
So he's like, if Jalen ever needs like any extra help, like you got him, right? And I'm like,
No.
I'm failing.
No
I'm
way.
You've seen me this one time in your office taking a
This is
quiz.
amazing.
I have an F in this class. Like I am not doing well. Why would you want me to help him? I'm pretty sure y'all are gonna help him already, probably. I don't
Yeah,
know,
of
but like
course.
it was just the craziest thing where I was just like, wow, like
You got the wrong guy.
I was
Teach.
like, maybe ask someone who's not in here like taking a quiz because they missed the class. Like I don't know.
Are you sure he's not looking for like a massage therapist?
Oh my god,
Oh my
man,
God.
that is so fun.
Yeah.
Dang,
So then,
I love that the teacher pulled you aside.
no, he just like it was just.
Listen, we
And
got
I was
something
like, did
I'm
that-
just really curious what qualifications that he thought you had after you had just not gone. Like,
I think he was a Coinbase, like coin. I think he did like Coinbase stuff,
really.
and he was teaching our class. I don't know.
I don't know even what that
Listen.
means.
So he was like a crypto day
Oh,
trader.
crypto. He was
like a crypto,
and,
yeah.
like,
I get emails
just
from
a
them
He was a
professor on the
communications.
side.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
You know, by the way, it's football. If you haven't noticed, it's kind of a big deal around here.
Yeah.
That's the greatest.
If you tutor Jalen Hurts, I will give you
An A.
half of a Bitcoin.
Wait, see, that's what I should have
Back
done.
then, that would have been worth.
Oh,
I should have been like, but I'm like, I'm not tutoring.
You were
Jalen- I'm
hungover.
not
You weren't even
tutoring-
thinking about it.
I'm not tutoring Jalen Hurts. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. Like, maybe I should have.
I think he
but-
left early, so I don't even, maybe he did graduate. I'm not sure. We
I
need
mean,
to
he
look
seems
that
No,
up.
like
he
he's doing
didn't,
all right
'cause-
now. I mean,
Didn't he go to?
The pros.
No, he went to
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Yeah, and they brought in Tua.
Didn't they play together for a season?
Yeah,
can't
well they
remember.
tried, but
Yeah.
Tua.
I can't remember all that, but
Yeah,
Well, it seems like
I'm a
Jalen
big
Hurts
football
is on
person.
the winning side of.
Yeah,
the
he's doing well.
outcome of
Yeah.
that.
better
He's doing well
offensive
now.
line.
yeah. But then I went home and I was like, I don't know what I want to do with my
After you studied
life.
abroad
Yeah, after I
Okay,
studied
so
my little
he's-
abroad.
in, in
Go
lower
from
Alabama.
Columbia, South Carolina.
My parents were
Miss
like,
South Carolina.
yeah,
You studied abroad.
studied abroad at Bama.
Made the
Yep.
journey back to
Made my
Columbia.
journey back.
Journey.
I'm pretty sure I just like showed Thanksgiving. I just showed up on my parents' like front door, and I was like,
Amazing.
I'm
like,
back.
I was like, there's no point in me taking exams. I can't do this anymore. Like, you know, and they were just like, all right, come on in. And obviously we'll figure it out. And they also were like, I think, because like, I don't know, like, body dysmorphia. I didn't know I gained weight.
Oh wow.
So my mom's like, let's go to the gym. Like, you know what I mean?
You're like, what?
And I'm
I'll
like,
whip
what
you
the
into
heck?
shape.
So I think that was my year of like really figuring it out. My dad works in finance, so you know he gave me an internship at Merrill Lynch, so I started working in finance.
That's cool.
And I, you know, stayed in Columbia for a little bit, and I started studying for my Series 7, and was going to be a financial advisor,
Mm-hmm.
like my dad and my oldest brother. And then I got dumped, and I was like sitting on my porch bed swing that my ex-boyfriend made me, and my dog kept like, my dog would like hear his truck engine, like, and she would get like really excited. And like, I'm sorry, we live in South Carolina, there's a lot of truck engines, and so like she kept getting excited, and it was like pissing me off. So I like wrote Southern wrote my first song, cliche country song, and waited 4 months to show it to my parents because I knew they would make me do something about it. Because it's like always been, especially my dad, his dream for me is to sing. So he was like,
That's cool.
he was like, who wrote this? I was like, I did. And I was like, he was like, no, but really, like, who wrote it? And I was like, I wrote this. Like, I wrote this song. And he was like, all right, well, we're recording it. And so then I moved to Charleston, started,
Fun town.
very fun
So is
town.
Columbia, though. So.
That's why it took me so long to move to Nashville.
Yeah, I think
Because
you
of
were living
Charleston.
in Charleston when we met you.
I
and
was
think
like-
you were coming back and forth.
I was back and forth.
and-
Yeah, I was back and forth for a while because I was working with Andy Sheridan at that time on some music. But it was hard to leave Charleston. But now when I go back, I'm like, I miss Nashville, you know?
Yeah.
So this has become home.
Well, it's a totally different kind of town too. I
Yeah.
mean,
And it's changed a lot. Charleston's
has,
changed a lot.
It doesn't have, well, like Nashville, it doesn't have quite the same charm it did 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean,
But there's like 3 reality shows and it's like
Yeah.
very small. And it's like,
yeah, it's one of those towns where everybody really knows everybody,
I
especially
mean,
if you live
you
there.
throw a rock
like,
in a bar
yeah.
and,
We had a bunch of friends that went to college at Charleston
Yeah.
Southern, some other schools.
Oh,
around the
really?
area, and
Yep.
Most
My
of them
brother
never,
went to the
most of them never
Citadel.
left just
What's
because
that bar we like to play there on the water with the volleyball court?
Oh, out on
Wait, are you talking
Isle of
about
Palms or
Windjammer?
Windjammer,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's my favorite venue ever that I
We
played.
played there a few times. I
Few
think.
I
times.
played there a couple times.
It's just always such a cool vibe there.
It's
I
so
mean, especially if
fun.
you play one of those summer shows outside.
The
I
beach
mean,
stage.
it's
Yeah, because
really
the
cool.
veterans bar right beside it, and they're always like
Yeah.
screaming for you,
When we did that red fishing tournament, that was so flipping fun.
yeah.
Caught so many red
Oh, you
fish.
guys! Oh my gosh, you guys did that. I remember that.
For that
They do that
football
every.
guy that didn't pay us
Yeah.
ever.
He didn't pay you.
No.
What the heck?
And he's
And
like,
he's from
it's
Charleston?
weird when like a multi-millionaire football player doesn't pay you the little bit of money. You're
Wait, I
supposed to
like
get.
remember that happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we played. There's
He was a running
I think
back for the Panthers. What
yeah,
was-
Tolbert.
What's his name? Say, I'm just kidding.
I don't remember
Call
his
him out.
full name. I do remember I got a signed football from that event. That's the only
That's
thing
cool.
I did get. But yeah,
And-
we were supposed to get paid for that, and it was like a whole mess.
He probably
Like,
thought that was
thought
the payment.
He thought we got paid,
Yeah, he
and
did.
whoever was
Oh,
supposed to pay us.
He's
I
probably
think,
like, just sell this on,
but it wouldn't have been worth anything,
no,
unfortunately.
no.
But it is. I mean, it's a nice football.
I
NFL
left
football.
mine with someone and was gonna get it back and never got it back. I was like, I can't fly with
Well,
this.
we
You wanna
should
take it?
Yeah, I
we
don't
should
know
do a
if
Windjammer show.
That would be awesome.
Like we should plan that.
That'd be really fun.
For real.
I saw.
If
I
you
think-
still know the people there, just
I do.
stay in touch with
I
us.
saw
and we'll do
Edward
it.
McCain there when I was in
Really?
either my freshman year of college or senior year of high school, and it was I remember going and seeing a show there. It was sold out. It was packed. And
It's always
I was like, I want to play here so bad one day. And
yeah. No, that was like always
6 years later, we got to play there.
That's awesome. It's always been my dream venue, and I played there a couple times. Inside is awesome. Like I
Yeah.
love playing inside. One time I had a bachelorette party, like grab my feet, like both my feet
While you were on stage?
Yeah, and I was just like I literally couldn't move. I was
Did
like
they try and
singing.
steal your point shoes?
They were like trying to take my shoes off. They were hammered because like that's just the Windjammer. But they
Well,
have
that
those.
stage is also the perfect height, just like to
Yes.
reach up, and your ankles are right there.
Yep. And I kind of just kept singing. I was just like, get it, girl. You know, like you're getting married soon, I guess. Like,
I guess.
hope you're having fun with my
With my
ankles right now. But
Are you dating anybody
No.
right now?
yeah, same guy. You guys met him,
Nice, yeah.
Grayson.
Oh, it is
Mhm.
Grayson.
Was he
okay.
from?
Yep.
He was from Charlotte.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
moved to Nashville
Nice.
about a year and a half ago,
That's nice.
I guess.
Cool.
And he's in medical sales. Took him a while. He was working construction here for a while, trying to get a medical device sales job. But it's like everybody wants to do that.
And there's a lot of people
And-
vying for those jobs
yeah.
here in Nashville just because of all the hospitals. Like,
Yeah.
You would think there'd be more of those jobs
Yes.
available, but I think everyone's
It's
coming
super
here to get
competitive
those, yeah.
because it's like anywhere there's like a desirable city. So, yeah,
He's
super,
being nice to you and everything.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
he's super supportive
That's
and
cool.
like
He's a nice guy.
yeah, he's very sweet. I mean, I think, my dad always told me, he was like, you're just gonna have to find someone who's like okay with you being you and doing what you do. And I think I found that person. So
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I remember
Yeah.
meeting him. He's just super down to earth, very
Yeah.
laid back, chill,
Yeah.
but also you could tell super proud of you and very supportive.
Yeah.
And
yeah, my dad says like he's like I've never seen Kat like so calm because I can be high
That's cool.
strung, but I think we kind of balance each other well.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
I think that's important,
we
especially
have 2 dogs
in,
together now.
really.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't
In
it
this business, it's
crazy?
amazing how
I
just having
know.
one person like that can be kind of even just like someone you can just bounce ideas off of.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
I'll
just having somebody in your corner that's a lot of
Oh my
times in
gosh.
Nashville, it's like guys and girls are both trying to make it in the music business, and it's like
yeah, no,
one of
no.
them
I
starts to
did
make
that.
it, and it's hard for them to like be supportive because they're jealous. And
I did that. I was dating a musician in Charleston and never again. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that it's not a
no,
possible, a
it can
possibility
happen for
and,
sure,
like,
right?
but I just think more often than not.
But like
it
I
seems
wanted
hard.
to move to Nashville. I'm like, you should move to Nashville too. And he's like, no, I'm staying in Charleston, which is fine. But and glad that happened. But no, like I know sometimes obviously we doubt ourselves in
Oh, yeah.
the industry all the time. And I'm pretty real with myself, like if I'm putting in the work or not. And I remember one time I was like, had a really close friend call me and be like, yeah, you're just like not on it this year. Like you're not being looked at. Like it's just not like what are you up to? And it was nice because I needed to hear it.
Mhm.
And I like went and I cried to Grayson for like 10 minutes. And then I was like, okay. And he was like, and you're going to wake up tomorrow and you're just going to kill it. And like, I know that's what you're going to
nice.
do. And like, that's it.
That's
you know what I
great.
mean? So it's like having that support is really, really nice. Yeah. I feel like I've got a really good support system.
That's great. I mean, it sounds like your parents are super supportive.
gosh,
also,
yeah.
I mean, even the fact that your dad heard that song was like, okay, we're gonna go record this. Like,
Yeah.
my situation is definitely different than that. My dad was a musician, but like, I don't think he ever thought that like me going to Nashville and like trying to pursue a career, and it was
Yeah.
even, the slightest of possibilities. Like, I think
Really?
he had heard just horror stories just about people going to Nashville. Like,
Yeah.
we had a big church in Charlotte, and a few artists came out of there, moved to Nashville, just kind of got chewed up and spit out.
Really?
And moved back to North Carolina and
Wow.
just told horror stories about
Right,
this town.
right.
So I think when I was wanting to move here, like they were giving me every reason why I shouldn't.
Well, I'm glad you
And then
did.
finally I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm just going to go prove to
Yeah.
them that I can do it. And I think that was a lot of my drive, was just to prove them wrong. Not that
then
they
you met
doubted me.
me.
Yeah.
And I met Steven and
That was the best day of his life.
he taught me
probably.
how to sing and
Yeah,
play
yeah.
the guitar.
Wait.
I trained him.
But yeah, I
That's
mean,
so
I think,
crazy. But my parents were like that about LA because like when I turned,
Oof.
I was a wild child. Obviously, you heard the Alabama story, but I was a wild child. I was like, I want to move to LA, and they're like, no, like,
Yeah.
absolutely
Not supporting that idea.
No, they're like, it will chew you up and
Yeah.
spit you out. And I'm like, obviously, really grateful for that
Yeah.
because I'm not,
Yeah.
I think I'm more of a New York girl than an LA girl, if anything. But I like to be. Grayson says we'll never live above the Mason-Dixon line. So
Nice. I'm from New York originally, and I will never go back to
Yeah.
the north after
It's
living
too
in the south most of
cold.
my life. Not even that. It's just like I guess the difference, like, on the music side and acting and people going to LA and New York, like
Mm-hmm.
a lot of our friends that made the move, out of high school or college and went to LA or went to New York, they're all here now.
yeah.
And most people,
No,
that I
that's so
talk
true.
to that were in both of those places, they're like, New York is great for this, it's great for that, LA is great for this. But like Nashville, the sense of community is
It's crazy.
so much different. And for as much competition as there is here, it really has always blown me away how supportive just artists are in general of, good music and
Of just each other.
and each
Yeah.
other. And
Yeah.
they, champion their friends and they promote and they get behind it. Granted, there's
Literally,
people that don't do
yeah.
that, but I'd say here more so than anywhere else in the world, it seems like there's just that sense of community. It's like we're all working towards the same goal.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah,
obviously
we
there's
all
people
have
that'll
the
step
same-
on people to get to where they're wanting to get. But
I've always said like we all have the same dream. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So why cut people down who have the same dream as you? You know what I mean? That's like one thing. But about Nashville that's been crazy is like kind of looking back at like my thing in pageants where I didn't like to
Mhm.
compete. Like it always bothered me. I'm like, I don't want to compete with my friends,
Yeah.
Like that's kind of how I feel here. It's like everyone's willing to help. Everyone's willing to like lend a hand
Yeah.
and kind of like show you the ropes or like like this,
Yeah.
happening with Graham and everything. That's awesome. Like,
Yeah, I think
So-
people want to see their friends win here
Yeah.
more so than like in LA. I feel like most of my friends, even on the pop rock side of things, people in the acting world, it's like
Yep.
I'm always looking over my shoulder because even the people that I think are my closest friends, it seems like they're
Right.
just standing there with a knife ready to stab me in the back
That's
if
so
the opportunity presents
scary.
itself. And
Yeah, that would freak me out.
again, you don't know if that person would stab you in the back, in any other situation, but if it's you versus them for an opportunity, on
Right.
the music side
It's
of
pretty,
things,
yeah, it's
like,
cutthroat for sure.
and I'm sure that
Well,
I know
Johnny was
that's-
in LA too.
Yeah.
That's right. Like
Yep.
Johnny Gates was in LA. That's right.
Yeah, and I mean,
Pretty much all my friends moved from LA. Now that you said that, all my friends moved from LA to Nashville.
I mean, I got some kids I went to high school with that, we've been
Yeah.
friends our whole lives, and they're still out there. I mean, just grinding every single day.
My
They're
brother's
in
doing it
theater,
right now.
they're in music, they're just doing whatever they can. Both of them have
That
been on like
stresses me
Disney
out
Channel
thinking
and other
about it.
stuff, and it's like
Yeah.
they'll have success and then won't have another job for months, and then
Yep.
they just keep grinding and living paycheck to paycheck. Then they have another cool opportunity, comfortable
Yep.
for a minute, and then it's like right back into that same valley that they were in before.
I was literally FaceTiming him right before this. And he was waking up, and I was like, I'm about to go do this podcast. Like, like pump me up or something. And he was like, okay, well, I'm going to 2 classes, and then I'm going to a spin soul cycle class. And I'm like, okay, I have to go. Like, I'm just gonna go do this podcast. Like, you know what I mean? Like, wait, you're stressing me out. Like, just telling me about your day. Like, I'm like, and you're gonna. I know how much traffic you're gonna sit in, and that
Oh,
makes
yeah.
me so sad
Yeah.
for you. But they're
Absolutely.
willing. Like, he just loves it. He's like, he loves the grind of LA,
great.
and I'm like,
Some people are made for
congrats,
it. Yes.
man.
Yeah, I don't think I'm built for it. But
Nope, I like it here.
And I do love LA. I think it's beautiful,
Yeah,
but I
it
don't
is,
think
it is.
just the politics, the everything. It's like
no,
there's a
no.
reason why so many people are leaving, and when you have a place that's
Exactly.
that beautiful and people, you can't really pay them to live there
I
right
know.
now. I mean, it's a shame, and it seems like it's almost purposeful in how they're trying to get people out, but it
I'm a
sucks because
conspiracy.
it is one of my
I'm a
favorite
conspiracy
places.
theorist, so yeah,
Oh, me too.
I
Very
would
much
agree
so.
with you
Live
on
out
that.
Yeah. I will go down any rabbit hole, and I will
I know we could be talking for
chase
hours.
it for hours.
We could talk about hours about the fires. Yep.
Oh yeah.
I agree with you 100%. It's crazy.
It's also crazy to me, like how people seemingly like more on the conservative side of things will move there with the intent of kind of like hopefully having their conservatism rub off on them, and it seems like every time, without fail, they end up being swayed more to the other side, and then they start to adopt this. Oh well, you don't understand. You don't live here. Like we have to kind of toe the line. But I'm like, no, you're straight
It's like,
turned
you don't
into like a
have
very
to.
woke
Yeah.
liberal individual, and it's like,
Right.
it's almost like they get brainwashed by it. But then there's the opposite end of the spectrum too, where there's people that are truly standing up for what they believe in and
Right.
digging their heels in and not wanting LA to turn into,
Right.
just like San Francisco or other
It's
places.
like LA, but like California's so big.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
And it seems like
there's
the
so much-
majority of it is conservative and
It's-
red.
yeah,
Like,
I
we
mean-
play in California all the time, and
I went to
every
Napa.
place we play is
I went
super
to
conservative.
Napa recently, and it was like one of the most gorgeous trips, and everyone was
Yeah.
so nice. Like it was so different from like my experiences in
Yeah.
Santa Monica.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like Studio City in West Hollywood when I visited my brother. So, very different experience. But yeah, no, I also feel like it's just too far. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's far away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like a different world to me
Yeah,
when I think
it
Well, I think
feels-
what's especially in the country format, like Nashville is so centrally located.
Yes.
I mean, oddly, we play the majority of our shows on the West Coast. It seems like,
I'm
but
not really
I
sure
mean,
why,
but when you are like touring in a bus and stuff, it's like Nashville. It's easy to get
Makes the most
everywhere, pretty
sense
much
for
in the
sure.
country.
But what is it
And-
like? It's like 5 hours. Well, from Nashville, no, but from Charleston,
Mhm.
5 hours to LA, and
Mhm.
5 hours to Hawaii. That's 10 hours.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Oh yeah.
That's far.
It
Yeah.
is.
The only thing I like about playing on the West Coast is when you go there, you like gain a few hours. So
That's
you
true.
leave in the morning and then land basically an hour
Yes.
after you left.
Yes.
And
yes.
you have the whole day, but then you
absolutely.
come home and you lose an afternoon or you lose half
Yep.
the day. It seems like to.
Yeah. Weather's nice too. It's raining in LA today, though. I will say that.
Good.
Yeah.
They need it.
I know. It's weird. Have you heard
It is
that
weird.
What?
Have
I
I heard
can't
the
get into
conspiracy theories about that and
about the weather
cloud seeding and weather manipulation
and how the government's been shut down for a couple days, but sky has been the clearest it's been,
If you've
and it's
noticed
raining
it,
in LA.
it's interesting how those
I
things
don't
happen
know.
when there's not a lot of money being thrown at weather modification, and there's supposedly like these antennas in various places around the world,
Right.
also like buried deep in the ice in the Arctic Circle and Antarctica and other places.
Yeah.
But come to find out, it's not really an antenna. They're transmitters that can actually like bounce energy in different frequencies off of the atmosphere and then pinpoint different
Like, leave us
things.
alone.
Like, it's pretty messed up.
That'd be nice.
And the CIA
Like-
has come out and disclosed all of this, and you can go read about it, and
Yep,
people just
yeah.
don't take the time to do it. I'm like,
Yeah, I
okay,
know.
so you're telling me that this isn't true, but the CIA is coming
So
out
it
and saying
could
they've
be
been
a
doing
sunny-
it since Vietnam.
I'm like,
and-
it could be a sunny day, but it's not.
yeah. And then you read about
Super-
China trying to block out the sun so they can monopolize energy, and
So
Smart,
crazy.
smart, smart.
yeah.
Smart, smart,
Yeah.
smart.
We should look into that.
I
Yeah.
like this plan.
No, I know. It's been. I feel like everything in the world has been super heavy lately.
It has
you know?
been.
It has, yeah.
Well, I think they want everybody more divided than ever, and it's strange. Like we've talked about this a couple times. Even,
It's like it hit me hard.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, same
'cause
here.
It
But-
was a couple days. I lost my brother on August 22nd, and then Charlie Kirk died.
Dang.
Like, I want to say, I don't remember how many days later that was.
Yeah.
But then to come find out their birthdays like 8 days apart,
Wow.
same year. So like it just hit me hard, you know, grief wise.
Yeah.
And so I was like looking into it a lot, and just like it's just heavy. I mean, like the outpour of people, like social media is crazy. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it really is. I mean, just seeing like the division of our country,
Mm-hmm.
I think makes me the most sad.
Yeah.
Because I think it's much bigger than that.
Yeah. Well, I think it's
And-
trickling down into every aspect of people's lives. Like, I feel like even
Yes.
just to
To be
like,
friends with
make the
someone.
parallel to like the country music format.
Mm-hmm.
In the 20 years we've been doing it, it's always been super tight knit. Like, you don't go
Yeah.
online and you don't, call somebody else out if you don't like their music. You don't call somebody out for being less country than someone else. I mean, there's always those discussions, but now it's
Yeah.
almost like that's being almost applauded.
Yeah.
And the division that we see, between left and right, it's almost like there's division within like different formats in the music industry now, just because
I agree.
people all of a sudden feel comfortable being these keyboard commandos and getting on their phone and just talking shit about somebody. if
Keyboard
they
warriors.
feel better about themselves. And again, it's more accepted, and it's almost like championed in a sense. Like
It's
all these outlets are
weird.
like really putting it out there. It's like, oh great, this is drama. We need this. It's good for it. It's
Yeah.
good for the. It's good for the
And it's
news outlets.
distraction. That's
It
all
is, and it takes away from the music, and I think
Yeah.
we're losing that sense of community.
I
because
troll people
are,
back when they are mean to me. I'm like,
Yeah.
I got called a transgender country singer on one of my TikToks,
Jeez.
and I was like, okay, like what? So what? Like I just like I'll
Yeah.
like go back and forth in like hours. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
to, like have fun with it, because like I feel like you just have to have fun with it.
Yeah.
Like, and you're gonna get a lot of criticism, and yeah, you guys know that
Yeah.
more than I do. But
Well,
yeah, I mean, I didn't even think about it with the division with like country music.
Well, I think just in general, people
Yeah.
feel more comfortable just being mean, and I think like
Yeah.
I've been surprised at how many just assholes there are out there, just in all walks of life, all businesses, all different formats.
Do
like
you think it
people,
was COVID that like
I think
like
so.
got people like to the point where they lack empathy? Or?
I think so. I mean, you look at COVID, and
Maybe.
like you hear the stories from like the Holocaust about Anne Frank
Right.
and all that stuff, and like during COVID, a few people that I respect and followed would come out and basically say, okay, you were the same people that would have turned in Anne Frank to the brown shirts, and like you would have given her up and
Yeah.
and the Jews up to basically save your own ass, and people are
Right.
like, no, I wouldn't, and they're the same people that are calling the health department to turn in people that were gathering or hadn't gotten a vaccine or weren't wearing a face mask. It's like, and they do that in the name of, oh, I'm just trying to protect myself and make
Yeah.
myself feel better. It's like, well, no, now you're willing to ruin someone else's life because they don't believe something that you believe.
Yep.
So I think we now have seen people's true colors more than we ever have. And
Yes.
I'm like, oh shit, I thought that person was a good guy and is on the right
I
side of
know.
things, and
Yeah.
shit, they're just going after everyone. And some of the nasty comments and
It's crazy,
you know,
man.
death threats and people.
Cancel culture is
It's-
crazy to me.
Yeah, it's
It's a
and it
crazy-
sucks.
It's
wild.
It really sucks.
And it makes no sense on either side. Like,
doesn't.
it's not right at all. Canceling, ruining people's lives because, again, like, you probably shouldn't celebrate the death of a person. You know what I
No.
mean? Like, probably and like put it
Yeah,
online. And like, if you're going to do it in your home and don't post it. Like,
Yeah.
that's like, you're weird, I think, but like, cool.
Yeah.
You
And-
are
and
welcome
again, I
to do
think
whatever you want, but like,
some people have a dark sense of humor. I think you can find
Yeah.
humor in everything, but there's
They do?
well, not you, of course not.
No,
but,
me.
Please.
but even just the fact
I
that
do.
we're all of a sudden now like
Yeah.
we just have to mind our P's and Q's. We can't even make
Right.
a comment without the fear of, you know, just being smeared on social media, especially when
Yeah.
something's taken out of context. Someone finds out you're friends with someone that got into a racially charged argument about something where their
Yep.
family was attacked, like, and now all of a sudden you're associated with them. So by association, you're a racist. Like, well, did you even listen to the context of that conversation? You just made assumptions.
No.
And now I'm lumped in with that. It's like
and
you
now
can
it's
ruin
like we
someone's
can't even
life.
talk. Like, nobody can even talk about it anymore.
Yeah, we can't even
Yeah.
have a civil discussion
Nope.
with even people that are our closest friends. And like I'm watching people cut off family members and
That's crazy.
then using like modern day psychology like as oh well they're a narcissist, they're this and that and the other. It's like we've
Oh,
given that
therapy
it's like a
talk,
blanket
therapy
term
talk.
we've given everybody now.
I know. Like, I feel like everyone is a narcissist now. Like, I feel like every girl that goes through a breakup, they're like, he was a narcissist. Like,
Yeah.
what do you-
Oh,
you know what I'm
100%.
saying?
It is so.
Yeah,
It's so-
nobody is. There's
it's
no
just- And it's
like
like, and my-
self-reflection or
and my
like.
dad
It's
is
just such
always
an easy
like,
thing to call someone.
my dad's
It
like,
is.
do people know what the definition of narcissism is? Like, that's,
Oh man.
I
I
mean,
used to think I was, and then everyone became that. I was like, well, I guess I'm not anymore.
you are not. a
I was the
narcissist.
original narcissist.
Yeah, man. I was narcissist when it was cool.
Way back when I was a narcissist.
Not anymore. I grew out of it, but.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not anymore now
don't
that it's
follow
a
the
bad
trends,
term.
man.
I'm just no.
But I mean, you're right. Like
It's crazy.
it's just a blanket kind of like it's like a scapegoat for people. They don't have to be
Yeah.
responsible for their own shitty decisions or just maybe being a horrible person. It's like, nope, narcissist. He
Nope.
made me this way.
Well,
Like,
because there's no accountability anyway.
when I look at certain people, I'm like, nah, you've been this way your entire life. Now
Yeah.
you just read a meme on Instagram, and now you think you've got
Yes.
psychology figured out. You know.
Like, they don't even go to therapy. They're just like using therapy talk.
Yeah. Oh, I know plenty of people that.
I've had therapy talk used on me a lot of times. I'm just like, I step away.
Yeah. I've been like, I was like a psychology minor in college.
You know,
same,
like, don't
same type
you-
of situation. Didn't really go, but still read the books.
Studying abroad.
But you know,
I
like,
studied abroad.
You know the thing where it's
Right
like,
down the
don't
road.
use you.
Yep.
So I feel like we
Mm-hmm.
should talk. And I'm just like, tell me what what do you have to say? You know,
Yeah.
like, that's like, because that's the type of person I am. I'm like, what's happening here?
Well, people are always like, well, it's not black and white. I'm like, okay, it may not be black and white, but let's break this down to just the basics. Okay, can we just talk good versus evil? Like our intuition tells us when something's wrong, when something's right, and a lot of times we ignore that and we make the selfish decision that's gonna make
I mean,
us
I think
happy in
it's
the
like-
moment. But I mean, most people have no clue what any of it looks like. They're so wrapped up in their own day-to-day minutia
Yeah.
and what the bullshit of just trying to stay afloat, keep their head above water.
Right.
When it comes to actually like being emotionally mature and understanding how the human brain even works, most people don't even have the time
Right.
to scratch the surface when it comes to that stuff, and it requires so much work, so much reflection
I
to
think
really
like,
understand that. And I
yeah.
just don't think people are.
No, they don't.
The way society is designed, it's a rat race. We're supposed to just grind and grind and grind and grind so we
I
can,
know.
make it to the
I
next
went to
paycheck.
Paris for the first time, and I was like, this is so nice. Like,
Yeah.
people are just like hanging out, smoking cigarettes while they're eating their food. It's like
they love cigarettes in
they
Europe
love
still.
cigarettes.
Yeah.
And
It's the
they're
wildest thing
I
to
was
me.
smoking cigarettes. I was like,
Yeah, yeah,
okay,
yeah, maybe
you know
that's-
what I mean?
But I
Like,
think even that, like the culture is different. Like
they
their
were out
naps and breaks
late.
and holidays are
Oh.
built into that culture.
my dad scheduled us a freaking tour at 7 a.m. and like it was like a ghost town, and this guy was like, because no one gets up until like 11. Like
Yeah.
no one's moving around the city until like 10 or 11 o'clock. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah,
You know,
wow.
which
pace
is like,
of life is just different. It's
Yeah.
slower.
But I like what you said about good versus evil, because I really think I've been told as an independent artist and as someone who's, just out here trying to get my music heard. I don't even say trying to make it anymore, because like what even is that? But
Exactly.
good versus evil. I've been, advised to not talk about politics, but I don't even think that it's politics. I think it is good versus evil, and like that is the basis that I'm standing on. And
Good.
like I'm proud to say that. I don't really care.
Yeah,
You know?
and I
For
think
you.
when people are like, "Well, I don't get into politics," the sad thing is like politics used to actually feel separate from everything else.
Humanity,
Yeah,
right? Like politics and humanity are very like two separate things.
yeah, but now somehow
They've merged.
like
Yeah.
become one, and it's a convenient excuse for people like,
Yeah.
oh, we're gonna be apolitical, but yet they're still gonna talk about the lifestyle type things that would affect your beliefs and everything else, and they're going to try to sway you one way, but then like keep politics out of it, and they want to keep religion out of it. But
Yep.
the separation of church and state and all that stuff is really impossible with the way they've designed things now. It's like they push our buttons and it's identity politics, and it's not even true politics. They've figured out how to manipulate us and manipulate our feelings and get us to react to things.
Yeah, and it's
And
so
every-
and it's
and every-
so obvious. Like
Oh, it is.
now it's so obvious.
It is.
I'm like, all right, like all the plane stuff that was happening, at the beginning of the year, like I was terrified. I'm like terrified of planes. It's
Yeah.
like
What's the plane stuff?
like, do you remember all the like,
all the Boeing planes.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
all that
Sky having
stuff,
issues,
like,
and I think there's actually way more issues than
yeah.
we were even aware of.
No, there definitely were, but like every time I see something now, it's like, it's getting to the point where like our generation like only listens to podcasts, like Joe Rogan, like I love Theo Vaughn, so I always listen to him,
It is,
but
yeah.
like it's getting to the point. I mean, Candace Owens, like I
Love
listen
her.
to I love her.
Love her. I listened to her this week. It's the first time I've listened to a podcast in like
Have you
forever.
Have you listened to all of the Charlie Kirk stuff?
That's why I wanted to like catch up, and so it was like a
It's-
catch up
It's-
episode.
It's
Crazy.
nuts.
Like me and my boyfriend are like tuning in live. No, but I think that's like the way it's going. So like, so glad to be here with you guys, because like
Yeah.
I really think we do not believe what we read anywhere, any news source. We don't believe it. Like,
No.
Yeah.
like what, like, because it's either right, left. We don't know who's funding it.
Yeah.
Like our generation's getting into like who's funding this, like who's
Yeah.
backing this, and we want to hear real people speak about real things and have the facts.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I think it's turning into a positive of like where
I agree.
it can become a conversation. Now
Yeah.
it's now can be a conversation, or you can choose not to listen to the conversations that are happening.
Yeah, and I think that's a really good point. I mean, we're at a place, I think, as a society where people are waking up to the fact that, okay, I was just told this and I just saw something completely different.
Mm-hmm.
So people are now
Yes.
making the connection and realizing and recognizing the disconnect.
We're not woke, we're awake.
Exactly. And there's such
Yeah, there
there's
you go.
and
That's
again, like I've hated that term for so long because it used to be like the people that were
Right.
deep in the open source intelligence, and like that's another thing I've always hated. It's like, oh, you did some research, you Googled it. I'm like, there's so many other avenues to consume this information. There's so many just massive
glad people
Dropbox
really
links with all
are.
this information.
Yeah.
But what people lack is discernment. So they want to be able to tell us what we should believe is true and what's not. But I mean, I think they completely mock us and our intelligence, and they just expect everyone to believe what they're told. And I think the
they
beauty
need
of
a
people
little bit of
waking up
Jesus.
is
Amen.
that.
Oh God,
Yeah.
They do.
probably a lot.
And I
of
think
God.
even that's been perverted in the sense that people
Yes.
have now tried to tell us what God is and what he should be to you. And if you believe something different, oh, you can't be a Christian, you can't believe this. And
Yeah.
I'm just a big, advocate for people doing their own research,
Yeah.
learning how to trust your gut, discern what's right between what's right and wrong.
You have to have discernment. I
Yeah.
mean, or I don't know how you get by.
And I think from COVID and even just the last 5
Yeah.
years, we've all learned, okay, this group of people can think for themselves and wants to think for themselves. This group of people probably can, but they're too lazy and they don't want to, and they're too scared of what it is they're going to find on the other side.
Or they're
And-
just
Yes.
stubborn as hell.
Yeah.
And like stuck in whatever they, I think that I see a lot of
Yeah.
that.
And I think at the end of the day, it comes down to ego.
But the
And-
ego is.
And I
you
think
hit the
we've
nail on the
learned more
head.
in the last 5 years than we ever have that people have serious, sensitive egos. And when, if say you've believed something your entire life to be true, and you've fought people and you've gone to battle and you would die on this hill, and then all of a sudden you find out everything you've ever believed was a lie. Like,
Yeah.
how can the human ego even allow you to accept the truth for what it is? I think it was either Soviet or Nazi propaganda that said if you tell someone the same lie and they hear it 3 to 4 times, it'll be almost impossible, even if you put the truth directly in their face and tell them that they've been living this lie and believing this lie,
Yeah.
the human brain will never allow you to fully accept the truth because you bought so hard into the lie.
Have you seen the CIA thing, like about how they started it? With they had like 17 people,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
the 2 people were, not a part of the CIA, didn't know what it was gonna be, and they had them all in a room, and they put something up, and it was like a circle. It was like obviously a circle. I think that's what it was, and every person went down who knew to say square, and like they said, "Oh, I see a square. I see a square." So the last 2 people who were just normal people said,
Oh, I see a square.
"Square," and I'm like, "That's what they're doing."
Yep.
Okay,
It's wild.
Yeah.
it's crazy.
And
It's
oftentimes
crazy.
I wonder, to bring us back to music, I
Yeah.
wonder like how much of that programming is
That's what a lot of my EP is about.
involved in that and
Mhm.
influencing, your ideas and your beliefs in order
Yeah.
to get you to put out a message that, is skewed one way or the other. And then I
Right.
wonder, are certain things that fit the narrative pushed harder than the things that may be more,
Yeah.
on the
Oh,
truth-telling
definitely.
side of things. And I
definitely.
think that's why a lot of people get deplatformed and shut down when they try to
Yeah, but like
put a positive message out there, because
but
they don't want
independent
positivity.
artists, like we're doing it. Like
Yeah.
it's
fun,
happening.
right?
It's happening.
fun.
And
What's the name of your new EP?
so I don't know yet.
Cool.
I haven't decided. But my first song is Show Pony. And obviously wrote it with Johnny Gates, and I told him kind of like the whole, like everything I told you guys the first time we wrote together. And so it's like kind of like a parallel of how I felt in pageants and how I feel in the music industry. So it's like that I don't want to be anymore a show pony, that I don't want to be anymore just a doll on a shelf in a store. Because it's like about like putting on this fake persona to be whatever XYZ wants you to be. And like this EP is like the most me music that I've ever written.
It's
and
fun, huh?
yeah, it's so fun. I'm like actually like so excited. I have a song
Yeah.
called I Should Quit Drinking, You're Drunk, Too Much, because I've been called too much a lot. And then Shutting Down Midtown.
Okay.
So
I've done that. a
I
few
think
times
you'll
in my
love that.
days.
Y'all will love that
That would be
song.
a good one to play here on our Cold Beer
I
Country
played
Showcase.
it.
And
I played it at Losers one time
Yeah.
because one of the lines is beggars can't be choosers, but it's 2 a.m. at Losers. So someone buy
That's
another
great.
round.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I know it's just a fun EP, and it's like
great.
it was fun making it, and it was fun writing it, and like Show Pony is really that. It's like that is why I wanted to start with that specific song as like the breakout single, because it really does. Like it starts off with like 16 small town beauty queen, like you know what I mean. I go
Just tell us
in
your story.
and it's like very like Fleetwood Mac dreamy, which is like one of my fave ever.
Same here.
Stevie Nicks, and then pedal steel, like just old western. So I'm thinking either
Nice.
like Wanted Outlaw or like Chaotic Cowgirl. I don't know. Y'all could help me.
Yeah, I'll
Nice.
I'll think about it. And
I'll let you guys listen to it.
give you a few
and
few
then-
options.
But I finished recording the final, or we're doing harmonies and stuff on Thursday.
Where are you
Nice.
recording it at?
Farmland with. Do you guys know Caleb Fisher?
I know the name. We never worked with him, but
He does a lot of stuff with like Ben Rector, so
okay.
he's the best. He's we had so much fun recording last week. So it's like me, Johnny, and Caleb, and then the band. Like we're doing it the old school way, recording live, and
That's fun.
it's fun. It's like it's kind of how I've always done it. Even with Andy Sheridan, we've always done it that way. But this feels so different because it's like it's my music, it's my life. Like I've lived all these songs.
People will see that too, though, which is nice. I think people see through, like, when someone writes a record or sings about things that are like really personal, even if they can't relate to it, they're like, oh, that's their story. That's fun. I like them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I hope so. I mean, I Should Quit Drinking was kind of one that I wrote a while ago with Johnny, but it was like from the perspective of an addict, and my brother struggled with addiction, and so hits different now that he passed. But yeah, like I think that it's gonna, I don't know, it's just I'm looking forward to putting it out because it's real and it's raw and it's like, I don't know, it's honest.
Have you
exciting.
found, like, I know in our case, there's been times in our career where, like, we've just recorded a single or recorded something leading up to a project, but when you put it out kind of by itself and when it lives alone, I think you, at least in the writing process, like, I think you're not necessarily chasing a fad, but it's like you're writing and putting something out. It's like, okay, we want this to be able to work on country radio. So you have a certain mindset with how you're writing and how you want to release it. But I found, like, when we're writing for a whole project, like the diamonds in the rough kind of raise their hand and show themselves in the midst of that project and in the midst of creating it. And I don't know, I think it just, you can tell when the songs are part of a collection as opposed to just like a standalone thing that you're trying to put out there to get a reaction or to get streams. And it seems like sometimes those outliers are the ones that raise their hand and become the crazy viral streaming song or whatnot. Have you noticed that in the process?
Yeah, I think, like, with Show Pony, it was the first song we wrote, and I think it was last summer. So we're working on it. Like, we were not planning for this to be like an EP. I was like releasing in the meantime and writing with other people and recording and stuff. But after like our third session, we were like, okay, I think this is an EP. We need 2 more, and then we wrote 2 more times. We got 2 more, and like they all fit, and I can't really explain it, like how they all fit together because like they were all so separate between last summer and like a couple months ago. Like they all just fit together, and it's just because I think we wrote about things that matter.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, we've said a lot. I think
we wanted to do
authenticity is key in this business, and I think we talk about the country listener a lot, and like being on radio tours over the years and stuff. It's always, your marketing and promo team is trying to devise a strategy that's going to impact and touch different people in different ways. And
I cannot.
I feel like we put so much effort into the strategy, but no one really knows what works and what doesn't. And it always seems like the authentic stuff is what rises to the top and does well.
I'm thinking about our photo shoot with the house.
Tell me.
The house moms in the minivan for our second single.
Wait.
I mean, it wasn't the worst idea, but it wasn't our idea.
And I've seen other people do something like, okay, so our radio promo people, we just had a successful song in Runaway.
Yeah.
Kind of like young guys that were like, rebels had left home, and then like our second song was like more along Christian leaning, and like they totally just took our image and like turned us into like this cookie cutter like Disney type thing.
We should do a photo shoot with like some house moms and like in front of a minivan.
Yeah, like a soccer mom, and you should be holding a soccer ball, like you're taking your kids.
Those are the
like,
ones that listen to the radio the most, and we're like.
So they were trying to make money. Oh, like what
they weren't trying to make fun of us. They were just trying to like pander to like the soccer mom demographic because that's at the time what like the majority of country listeners were.
That is wild.
So instead of letting us just be us and be these young guys,
like,
that,
hey,
like they tried to make us like this buttoned up, like wanted us to cover our tattoos, take out earrings and stuff.
Like, take out earrings and cover tattoos.
Were y'all like absolutely not? Or did you do it?
I mean, we were like,
we didn't really have
at the time we had just gotten off tour with Taylor Swift, and we were like, okay, let's. They obviously know better than we do, like because at that point you're told that they've been doing this for forever, and you gotta trust these marketing people.
At the beginning, you're gonna do like you're like okay, whatever, like sure.
But our management was like on board with it. But then after the fact, we're like, yeah, we should have never let you guys do that. I'm like, well, why did you?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I
I
feel
mean,
like
it's-
that's the cool part is like growing in this is like I've been burned a bunch of times already to where I'm like, nah,
yeah,
Good for you.
just nah.
yeah.
I don't want to work with that. I don't want to do that. I don't.
And that's impressive that you can be like, nah, I'm not going to do that. Because a lot of
Yeah.
people get burnt. They get burnt, and they're just like, they keep their head down. They're just like, yep, give it to me again. Tell me
No,
what
it's
I
like-
should do that's not going to work. And they,
It's like people are going viral on TikTok for real authentic stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like if you're gonna steal money from someone's dream and not do it, you're like goodbye. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's just that's kind of how I've become. Because I released my first song in 2021, which I guess was not that long ago. So I've grown a lot.
yeah.
It's
A
not that
lot
long
of
ago.
shit happened in the last couple years, but no, yeah, it's crazy. Like, that's a wild story that you just told me. Cause y'all were on tour with Taylor Swift.
Yeah, we were.
And even that, like, we were like, okay, we'd love
Y'all
to.
taught her still?
No.
No.
Probably changed her phone number 100 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's
Yeah.
so insulated and
Oh,
has
hi-
been for a long time.
Right.
I mean,
has to be. Yeah.
I
She's
mean,
the
but it
biggest
was
star
really.
ever.
I mean, it was one of the coolest things we ever got to do. Just especially looking back on it now. I mean,
What
she's,
tour was it?
It was like her very
Fearless.
first one, leading into her Fearless.
Leading into
tour.
Fearless.
Leading
yeah.
into Fearless.
So
Did
we were
you-
on it when it was called Fearless.
Did you guys
but that
go to
record,
Columbia, South Carolina?
I don't know if we played in Columbia.
I don't know.
Are you sure?
I don't
We
know.
played
need
in
you to find
Eric, you're
Savannah.
supposed to remember all these things.
Wait, if you played in Savannah, you definitely
We
played,
probably played in Columbia
at
then.
Colonial Life Arena in Columbia, South Carolina.
Yeah, I think we did.
I was the little girl who was holding hands with Taylor Swift when she went down in the song Fearless.
Really?
Do you remember when she did that?
Yeah, yeah.
That was me in Columbia.
Really?
That's wild.
You guys probably weren't watching me, but
No, we watched her show almost
I watch
every
the show
night.
almost every
Did
night.
you
Because
really?
With her
it was a
mom or her
very
dad.
it was a
Yeah.
cool time. Okay, for us obviously being on tour with this new young girl, like she'd only had the song Tim McGraw at that point.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
maybe
at that
Teardrops on
point.
My
Oh,
Guitar.
okay.
Like she was only like two
She
or
had
three singles
3 hits,
into it
though.
when we started, and then by
Yeah.
the end of that tour, she'd had, 8 or 9. Like,
yeah.
because things moved a lot faster back then
Right,
than they
right.
do now. And she was always an anomaly. Things seemed to move faster for her than
Yeah.
anyone we've ever seen. But it was cool for us.
Yeah,
We
that was
started in
crazy.
like little theaters and small civic centers, and by the end, she was playing sold out arenas. So
So wild.
And people
mean-
were seeing her for the first time,
Oh,
so
it was wild.
nuts. I envision it being like when people maybe saw the Beatles or Elvis for the first time and they just went nuts. That's
no,
what it
I
was
got
like.
because we've
never-
toured with a bunch of big acts and
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
seen anything close to
Not
that.
No,
even
I
close.
remember
I
like
mean-
she sat there and everyone just screamed, and she
Yeah.
sat there for a second with her guitar, and like I could see her like I will never forget
Yeah, it was,
that concert.
it was wild.
I was like young too. I was like,
Yeah. I
yeah,
mean, like
I
the
don't even
first
think-
5 or 6 shows we played with her, like she did sign for everybody every night. Like we played some like House of Blues in Myrtle Beach and like some other
yeah,
smaller venues. Like played
That's
one in
awesome.
like the Hard Rock in Orlando.
Yeah.
Like at Universal
That's awesome.
Studios, sold out, and she
Heck
literally
yeah.
stayed there for 3 hours after the show and signed for every single
That's so
person. And then there are
crazy.
people waiting out by her bus, and she go sign
Did
that
she-
entire line.
Did she play Hey Steven?
Not in front of me, but we did go with her at midnight to buy it at buy
Walmart.
that album at Walmart.
Oh, that's
in
awesome.
Hendersonville.
Yeah.
Yeah, so me, Eric, and our old bandmate Brian went with her at midnight to go buy it, and she's like, "Make sure you listen," because she wanted it to be a surprise. I mean, I knew that she wrote the song, but I hadn't heard it. She didn't give me
I love that she
until
does
that
the
night.
little clues and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Mhm.
It's so fun. That's like literally one of my favorites.
Pretty much, maybe the top 5 greatest song of all time written.
Yeah. I did want to ask you, like, if
Go
there's
ahead.
this new song that came out that she wrote that a little different than the one she wrote about you. I think it's
I
called
didn't listen-
Wood or something.
I haven't
along
listened
those
to it
lines.
because Hey Steven is so good. I don't even want to hear anything else.
Yeah.
Wait, is
Well, I
there-
think it's better that she talked about you in a more angelic way and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll always
speaks of
I'll always
Travis
have that.
Kelsey's manhood in a different way. But I just
Yeah.
want to know if maybe you were jealous or
Not
if
jealous
it-
at all, to be honest.
Feel like hurt your feelings at all? Or
Mm-mm.
anything? No.
No, not jealous at all.
Have you listened to her
I probably would have been a
album?
little jealous.
I haven't listened to all of it.
I listened to that song and a couple others.
What's that? What is it called?
I don't know, literally supposedly talking about Travis Kelce's manhood.
Yeah.
And his, I forget what it's called exactly. Tristan, do you know what it's
called?
called?
Wood, isn't it?
Wood?
I just heard manhood. So
Manhood?
like, is she talking about someone else, or is she talking about?
Oh no, I think she's straight up talking about his dick. So,
Well, she.
yeah.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah.
She said
I
something about
mean, I
she
thought it was a
said something-
joke at first, and I like went and read the lyrics. I was like, oh
she said something
shit.
about the devil in one of her songs.
It makes me a little sad because I think she's so in her own bubble now that she doesn't
Yeah.
realize she has little kid fans just
I
because
know.
the ones that she grew up with have grown up with her, but they have their kids now that are fans, and now she's putting this out.
I know.
It's a little sad, but
I
Yeah,
know.
because she's done one thing her entire career, and it's always been such a positive message, even if it's, you know, little hateful, angsty
I mean, her
type
last
songs.
3 albums haven't been very positive.
No.
So
But I feel like
But
most of her successful songs
I still
have
love her.
been. And I do too. And she's
Yeah.
an artist and she's creative.
she's great.
she like
But I do agree with you in the sense
lyrics.
that
Yes.
she does
Yeah.
have an insane platform, and seeing her go more this
Insane.
direction just seems more fitting with what's happening in society and everything else. And I
No,
know how she is
definitely,
politically.
because
It's
then it
just
was like
kind of
right
a
after
shame.
Era's tour, because I went to Era's tour,
Hmm.
and that was unreal.
Yeah.
Like I went in Atlanta, it was unreal.
I've heard that, yeah.
But
I mean, she puts on one of the most incredible shows
Yeah.
out there.
But
And
have
she's
you
such
seen,
an
like-
entertainer. It's just she pays such attention
Yeah.
to detail, and there's not a single thing that happens that she's not a part of the planning for. I mean,
yeah,
and
Interesting,
I
yeah.
know that still just from what we saw when she was out there. She was so hands-on, and
Yeah.
literally there wasn't a decision that was made without her,
love that.
you know, completely signing off on it. And,
That's kind of like how I want to be. Miley Cyrus, though, you see what she's doing?
mm-mm,
She's like doing a Hannah Montana tour,
really?
but you have to be 26. You have to be born in 1997 or older to go.
Huh.
Because she wants it to be like, she wants the actual people who watch
Right.
Hannah Montana,
That's
and
actually
she probably
really
wants to
fun.
be a little bit like Miley. No, we have to get tickets because like I'm excited.
We were playing a show in Savannah, and the guy has a country bar downstairs and then a venue upstairs, and it's like a dance club. And he's like, me and him went to get some food that day or whatever, the owner. And he's like frustrated. I'm like, why? Like, what are you upset about? He's like, I'm trying to locate a Hannah Montana poster. I said, for what? He goes, for the DJ is on their rider. He's like, you can't just buy one at Walmart. You have to get it on eBay and bidding. So I'm in a bidding war right now. And I was like,
way.
no way. And he's like, I said, what else is on the right? He goes, 24 silly sunglasses. Like, what does that even mean? Silly sunglasses? I remember him telling me
Who
that.
was
His
it?
name's Brad Clapp. I forgot the name of the that was the name of the owner,
Yeah.
bar owner, but I don't remember the name of the DJ. He's like, yeah, but he's like,
Was it Treehouse?
no, I don't know. I
The
can't remember.
Treehouse
I went
bar?
It was like
No.
this badass EDM like club that he is.
Yeah.
Like
sick.
it was awesome. Like
Yeah, he's like, well, they sold out the show, I guess. He's like, I was like,
Do you want to know what my idea is for like
yes.
if I had a bar on Broadway?
yes.
It would be an underground club, and it would be called KFC, Cat's Fucking Club.
I like it.
And like, I don't want people like very many people to know about it. Like, I want it to be like
Like a
super
members only
low-key.
kind of place, or just
no,
like a dive
no,
bar
no.
that no one knows
like
about.
a
It's
divey
just-
bar, like anyone can go in. Like live music during the day turns into a club at night. Cat's Fucking Club, KFC.
I like
But
it.
I don't want to run into all the copy. Like KFC is a lot of money.
I've been
so.
calling the Chiefs KFC lately, actually. I don't know why I just started calling KFC like a month ago, and I just keep on doing it.
Wait,
Big football guy over here.
Kansas City fucking Chiefs.
No, I don't know. I just started calling them
Kansas
KFC.
City.
This guy hate him.
Kentucky
so
Fried
KFC.
Chicken. Yeah.
I'm trying
Kansas.
to hate on him.
fucking Chiefs.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It
Are
works.
you not a
That works.
Kansas fan?
No, not at all. Not the Chiefs.
Oh,
Not at all.
Oh.
I'm
Not
a Bucks fan.
you're a Bucks fan. Okay.
Yeah.
What
Born and
about you?
raised.
I have 3 teams:
Okay.
New York Giants,
Okay.
Carolina Panthers, and Tennessee
Yeah.
Titans. But just
Panthers win.
I know.
Did
It's
you see
pretty-
that?
I did.
My boyfriend was like running around the house. I was like, oh my gosh.
2
But,
weeks in a row.
Big
like,
deal.
It's like maybe they figured something out. Maybe not. I
Bryce
don't
Young's
know.
really good.
So I'm like
Yeah.
a college football fan,
Yeah. So Gamecocks fan. I'm
Gamecocks
assuming?
fan, and like honestly, it's our fault. Like we were in the top 10. we shouldn't have been so excited. You know what I mean? Like, we've never been good.
Yeah.
So, like, this year kind of like, we were all excited. And now we're like,
Darn it.
Yeah, it feels like every few years there's like a moment where everyone's like, yes, this is our year.
Yeah.
And then it was either an injury, coaching issue, or something. And then
Something's
everybody has an
happening.
excuse for why
Yeah.
it's not. This
Yeah,
isn't our year.
Florida State's lost 2 in a row, and I'm like, oh, there goes that. We were all excited. We
Do you
beat
guys like
Alabama.
the Eagles?
Like the
Like,
band or
no,
the football
like
team?
The football team.
Oh, I hate
Yeah,
the Eagles
okay.
more than KFC.
Me too.
I'm not really a Eagles.
I
fan.
can't. I just
I can't stand
I know
it.
your friend Jalen Hurts is there
He's
and
not my
everything,
friend.
but
He's
I know,
not
that's
my
fine.
friend.
I'm just gonna say.
No.
Your study partner.
Yeah, from your study abroad program.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. You guys studied abroad together. I forgot
And I'm
about
like,
that.
all my friends are like, "Oh, you hooked up with Jalen Hurts." I'm like, no, I would have. Don't you think I would have like stayed and like passed and like maybe
Yeah.
I don't know, like what? Like, that's all my guy friends, you know.
That was I went
love
to
to
study
make
fun.
abroad
They're
just
wishful
to meet Jalen Hurts and become his
No.
long lost lover.
No, but I can't stand the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm not
No,
an Eagles
me
fan
neither.
either. I think it's because of their fans, to be completely
That's
honest.
what it is for
like,
me.
They're such a majority of them are such assholes that
Yeah,
it makes it hard to root for them.
like how they destroy their city, like when they win. It's like, why do you
Well,
do
it's
that?
the city of brotherly love that is not very loving.
No, I hate the Eagles fans.
I mean, I love Jason Kelsey, but
yeah, he seems cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm AJ Brown fan just because he was Titans wide
Yeah.
receiver.
Poor guy, they won't
and-
even throw him the ball.
wait, Titans did our coach get fired?
Yes, yesterday.
Yesterday.
I am on it.
You are
That
on
is
it.
You guys-
impressive
That
you
wasn't
do
that long
yeah.
ago. Less than 24
was-
hours ago, and you knew that.
Because Grayson leaves ESPN on all day, and I'm like working at the house, and it's like just, I feel like I'm just like it's always in my ear. So,
Love that.
and I heard it, I was like, well, my dad called me, and was like, your Titans suck this weekend, and I was
You're
like,
Titans.
I know,
Yeah, they are
Dad.
pretty
They're-
embarrassing.
They're probably the worst team in the league.
Yeah, hopefully we get a good coach. I've never been to a
Yeah,
game.
I don't know how I feel about the interim coach, but I feel like they had an opportunity to at least take a chance on somebody as the interim coach and just maybe bring some excitement to the locker room and to the team. Like I'd heard
Yeah.
like Eddie George's name thrown around a little bit, stuff like that. Like
What?
he might be a horrible coach, but at least would bring like a different kind of energy, former player, star,
Right.
you know.
I think we need a good coach.
Yeah. I mean, they also need an offensive line, and
Yeah.
they need so many other pieces that,
I
you
think we need
know.
a lot more.
I feel bad for Cam Ward.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they
Sad.
put the right
I know.
pieces in place so he doesn't get his
too.
ass kicked every week. And
We got a new stadium
Yeah.
coming. We need a
Yeah,
decent
it's
Well,
a
team.
I'll
nice
go
stadium,
to a
so-
game when they get good, like
I'll go to a game at the stadium, the new one, just to see the stadium.
just to see the
but
stadium. Yeah.
That's about
But
it.
even
And it
that, it's
better
like
be a
I feel like
Thursday.
they're just betting on it. You know, people coming to Nashville, having a billions of dollars worth stadium out there, like kind
the
of
whole
like Vegas.
bar
It's like you
thing
have a
down
built-in
there.
crowd and people
You
that
know
are
the
just
new
gonna
bar
go.
they're putting down?
Oh yeah.
That's
I mean, I think it's
crazy.
gonna be great for Nashville.
It is
I
gonna be
mean,
cool. It's gonna be really
I
cool.
mean, imagine what a Super Bowl would do for this
Also,
city.
super
They're
happy
getting
for
one.
that guy who sold that junkyard.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I mean,
Finally.
he's been sitting on that for years.
But
I
like,
thought he was never gonna sell it.
how much did he sell for?
I didn't see the
I-
number.
I
it
wanna
was
say-
an ungodly amount of money.
I think it was a lot of, and I'm like,
for a scrap
he
yard.
waited.
It's crazy.
He waited until he got like that number.
Well,
which-
people have been trying to buy it from him
Good
since
for
I
him.
moved here. I mean,
Yeah.
Same.
yeah, but
it's crazy. I did have one last question for
Yeah.
you.
What is
As
it?
like a
Me
as
or
a,
her?
well, for you too.
Okay, thank
You
you.
can answer this.
Okay.
As a female in country music,
Yeah.
but no, like I've asked a few different people this because I'm curious. From the outside looking in, it seems like the majority of females in the format try to be very supportive of one another on the outside looking in. Like so
Yeah.
on Instagram, you have like the CMT Next Women of Country. It's like this whole group of people.
Yeah.
But then I've talked to some of these girls separate from that, and you know, they just talk mad shit about everyone. And it just
hard.
seems like
Yeah.
the close knit community thing seems kind of fake to
It's
me.
not real.
So I was
It's not
curious
real.
from your perspective. How is it for a
I'll tell
female
you like
trying
this.
to make it or
I
trying
don't have
to succeed?
any like close friend female artists in country music, because it's so competitive. Like, I think I guess
It is.
especially for girls it's super competitive. I think it's competitive for guys too. Like I hate when it's like it's harder for girls. Like it's like also hard for guys. Like music is just hard.
Yeah.
But I think women are like, like we compare ourselves a lot more to each other. So, and like there are people in the industry that like will work with two female artists, like and like pit you against each other. Like,
Right.
there's like really messed up things happen.
It was like hedging your
But
bets.
no, I don't think that. I don't really think that there's a lot of close knit. I wish that there were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of
Well,
like
even on the
that's
guy
kinda
side
like,
of it, I don't feel like it is.
Yeah,
Is like I think the business feels very cliquey. I think to me more than it ever has. But
definitely.
like we've talked about this a lot over the course of our career. It's like we were on major labels with major artists, and we would see other artists like be leveraged like to help out a baby act or something, and like we never got to experience that even once.
Dang.
And like you would see that, and I always thought, okay, well maybe it's just because Miranda Lambert is friends with Chris Young, and they had a relationship of some sort before this
Right.
as friends. So like they toured with each other,
Yeah.
collaborated on singles and stuff.
But I think it's
And,
like
we have lots of friends, but
Yeah.
we never like. I would love to collaborate with some of our friends, and it just seems like pulling teeth to get people to actually agree
Well, I'll
to do it.
collaborate with you
Oh, let's do
guys.
it.
Thank you.
I would love to. No, but I do think that it's strange because I think it's an inside job.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel. Because now you have managers, agents, booking agents,
Publicists.
publicists, radio if you want that, PR. Did I say that? Publicist, PR, marketing,
Mm-hmm.
streaming, distribution, like that. We could go on.
Yeah.
Like, that's so many things.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
It's a lot of cooks in the kitchen.
you have people who have all those things, and like they're working with other managers and people
Right.
for those things. That's like how I see it. Like they're working with other managers
Right.
like to get deals, and like kind of just like, you scratch my back, I scratch yours, but like, we're all here just like, what the heck, you
Yeah.
know?
I mean, I think there are.
I think it is a little bit.
there are lots of opportunities, but then it seems like those
Yeah.
opportunities get funneled down into.
That's why I love
different-
Morgan Wallen so
Yeah.
much. Like I don't know if you guys love Morgan Wallen.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, I do.
But
Yeah.
like what he did at the CMAs, I thought was like really cool. When he won Entertainer of the Year,
Oh, yeah.
and he just was like, "No,
Yeah.
I'm not
No, and
gonna-
I
I'm not
I
gonna
agree.
come." I think he probably could have told him, but like, I just thought it was interesting that he was like, "No, you guys have like shunned me for."
Oh, yeah, I mean, the first chance they got, they
years.
tried to cancel him because
Yeah.
it was what was popular,
They did like a couple
Culturally.
months before that they weren't gonna let him put his name on his bar that he built. So it's like,
Yeah.
why are you gonna why would you expect him to show up? He's sold out Nissan Stadium 4 nights in a row,
Since
and
Yeah,
then
by
you're
the numbers,
gonna
who else could win Entertainer of the Year?
And so
Like, no
to
one's
me,
even close to that.
right. To me, it's like it seems like he probably should have won it years before that, But also, like he's probably like, I don't want any part of that.
Yeah.
And that is concerning to me because it's like, I think now they're trying to backtrack a little. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Mhm.
I
No, I
probably
think-
am
I
not
think
one
you're
to
right.
speak about CMA as an independent artist, but also like I don't know. I don't know. I think music industry is hard, but it's I would love to see it become more of a family because I
Yeah.
mean that's what I remember always hearing about, like country music's family.
May
Yeah.
a circle be unbroken. You know that
Right.
And I
line?
think a lot of that started with the Grand Ole Opry, and
Yeah.
like if you hear the stories from the people that are still alive that were part of it back
Mm-hmm.
when, George Jones, Porter Wagner, Dolly,
Yep.
all these people were. I mean, just hearing them talk about it, like you see their eyes light up. It was like a time period that they would have loved to be able to just freeze and kind of
Right.
maintain that. But when you hear them talk about it, it's like it's one of the few times you see them just get really excited and light up and tell stories from the dressing rooms and who used to come in, who used to see
Yeah.
where, hearing them talk about Johnny Cash and him getting kicked out and all. It's just crazy cool stories that you would never hear, but it's like they're truly excited, and you can tell they're talking about a period in their life and their career that they
That
were
was, like,
really
the
they were
best.
proud of.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
seems like they were a close-knit family back then. They didn't have social media. They didn't have all the
know.
BS that we do. I mean, there was some mystery, and it
Yes.
was like a cool, unique, special
Yeah.
club that they were in.
Maybe we should start that.
Yeah, I think it would be
We should sort of-
amazing.
A club. Start our own club.
And even that, it's like the people that it seems like they've tried to maintain that at the Opry, and it's one of the last institutions that I think
Yeah,
has
100.
survived,
Yes.
with that kind of intact.
Right.
And I think it still is one of the coolest and
I
greatest
love-
honors to get to be a member of the
Love
Opry.
going to the Opry.
Me too.
Me too. I mean, it's my favorite stage we've ever gotten to play. I think
Yeah, me
always
too.
will be,
I-
just because of the history. And we've played it 67 times, and like
You played it 67 times.
we played it more, but there were actual
That's
like
so
sanctioned
cool.
Opry things. And like for a
Well,
while,
that's
like
like my biggest dream. Standing in the circle, that's like my biggest dream.
and that was ours too. So,
Yeah.
And then now since we've been able to do it so many times, like I think one of the biggest
Yeah.
career achievements
Does it
possible
really?
is to
Do
be
you
a
really
member.
feel it? Because I feel like people say like when you stand in the circle, like you really feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you really
100%.
feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
so
wild.
sick.
It's
wild.
and again, I don't know if you're actually feeling the energy from like these legends that have stood there
Right.
and been there, but I
But
think just
knowing-
what that stage means and the amount of just absolute superstars
Oh
that
my
have played there
gosh.
and legends.
Like, what an
just-
honor,
it's-
right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's just one of, again, it's like a rite of passage, but then also just an
Yeah.
honor to get to stand on that stage where so many, legendary things have happened.
Legends, yeah.
I think it's just cool.
No, like so many. It's so awesome.
Yeah.
And there are
So
less and less institutions like that that are still around
Yeah.
that aren't just thrown away,
I
just
know.
because it's not what's cool at the time. So I'm happy that the
I
Opry
want
has
to be an
maintained
Opry
that.
member so bad.
Wait.
And then some people can play it 10 times and become a member, and we've played it 67 times and we're not a member yet.
Make them an Opry member.
Like hopefully we'll put out
Please.
another song, we'll have some more success, and like at least
Yeah.
remind them how many times we've played it and how much
Hey,
we love
remember
it.
we love
67
you.
plus. 67
Yeah.
plus.
Yeah, I told my son that we had
67.
played it 67 times. He was like, "Oh, 6-7." It's like I hate you for that.
We're excited about your new music.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming on
Yeah,
today.
thank you so much. So November 7th,
Yep.
Show Pony, and then I'll play.
Yep. Cold Beer
Here.
Country Showcase.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
excited.
We're excited to have
And
you.
if you want to hear the rest of the EP, you'll come to that.
Yeah. You're
Yeah,
gonna
she's
play it
going
all.
to
That's
be
awesome.
playing
The
hopefully the
entire-
whole EP
The
at
entire
that
EP.
showcase.
Yep.
And for anyone who doesn't know, every Wednesday night at Riley Green's Duck Blind here in Midtown, we have a country showcase called Cold Beer Country Showcase. We just started a couple months ago. So if you're in the Nashville area on any Wednesday night, please come check us out.
We'll be here.
So excited.
Kat, thank you so
guys
much for
so
joining us today. It was so good
Thank
to catch up with
you.
you.
I
and
know,
hear
it's
what
so
you
good
got
to see
going
you
on.
guys.
And I
We could
loved
probably
our
go to talk
conversation.
forever.
So, yeah,
Oh, we probably could.
I was excited we went down the conspiracy theory route for a minute.
Yeah, me
Oh,
too.
love that.
You
Love
gotta
that.
watch our Tyler Rich episode comes out today, and him and Eric went on a
No
deep dive of like
way.
the tunnels in California. So
Wait,
it
no.
comes out today. You'll have to
Grayson's
check
gonna
it
be
out.
really excited because, like, people are like, stay away from political stuff, whatever, and I'm like,
Oh, you
I don't listen to shit anyone tells
Yeah.
me to do. Like, and Grayson's like, I don't care. He was like, you should do it. Talk about conspiracy, because like, I've been listening to Candace Owens like every single day. I'm
Yeah.
like, this shit is nuts.
And even like
She's like Kill Switch
I
now,
don't
right?
like to try
Or
to like
whatever
get people to
thing.
say shit
She's
and stuff that's
getting-
gonna get them in trouble.
yeah.
I just like to be honest.
She's like, her and Tucker Carlson are like kind of hiding right now
Yeah. That's what I
because
heard.
of the Egypt plane. Did you see that?
No, what the Egypt plane?
Yeah, that plane. There's a plane that came from Egypt that's like, never ever taken off before, and she's got all like the info for it, and it flew over like that. I got all the.
Oh.
So I'm like,
I thought that. yeah.
Yeah.
talking shit.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on today. We appreciate it.
We
Kat
do.
Velasco, everybody.
Yay!
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Till next time. See you soon.
See you next time.
Be safe out there.